Hello, welcome to my channel. In this video I'm going to be talking again about my sexuality, but not about what it is, but my journey to figuring out what it is. And people are going to tell me, oh yes, I'm too young, I don't know what my sexuality is. I'm probably going to change and be straight when I get older, and this is just a phase. It's too late to be a phase, honey, okay? This is just, it's what it is. I'm not pressuring my fucking boobs to my chest to the point where I can't breathe because it's a phase, okay? I'm not morphing my body into a man's body because it's a phase, okay? I hate it when people tell me, especially my own family, that it's a phase. It's not a phase. It's not something I'm gonna get over when I'm 19, okay? Because it just isn't. And I'm tired of that. I'm tired of people not seeing me as a real boy. And this is basically a video about my journey through experiences that have brought me up to this point to know for sure that I'm not going through a phase. And I hate that word, going through a phase. I hate that phrasing. I hate it because I've heard it so much on my friends on Facebook, my family, strangers at freaking at IHOP, at freaking Hispanic restaurant. I've heard it too many times to have it be okay anymore. It's annoying and it stresses me out, and people just don't seem to understand that you can say something to someone so many times until they've had enough, okay? They've had enough. I've had enough, and it puts an emotional toll on me because I have been through so much in only 15 years of me being here to have to put up with it after finally accepting what I am and finally coming out to my family and the so-called friends that don't even fully understand what it's like to go through this, and have people tell you this all the time. Wow, 2 minutes in and I'm already crying. That's enough of that. Let's get started. Whew, okay. Hello. Okay, so I guess I would say where my journey began would have to be when I was 5. Kindergarten, yes, kindergarten. I remember specifically that I was very confused. What 5-year-old isn't going to be confused when they're just 5 and they're having problems with their sexuality? Like, come on, people. I remember my sister always telling me, like my big sister, who is like 19 years older than me, she was kind of like the second mom. She was always there. I remember I lived with her for some time. She would wake me up, take us to school. Well, about whatever is going into that. I remember this little girl that, well, she would always tell me that she would make fun of me because I would hang out with the boys a lot. She'd tell me, oh, is one of those your boyfriend or something like that, right? Like, she would make a joke or something about boyfriends. I don't remember specifically what, but I felt like, no, I'm not, I don't see them that way. I don't see them that way at all. I remember this little girl who had like a bowl mushroom haircut. She was kind of brown. She had little patches on her skin. I remember her being so cute, like to the point of I wanting to hug her, just hug her really tight, like really tight, and just that's it. I think that's where it first started, where I started noticing, but not really, because I felt like I noticed for like a day, and then I just moved on to like candy the next day. That went on, me questioning it sometimes, some days, until I was 10 and had my first experience with a girl. I've had a mini experience with a boy before that. It was just a kiss on the cheek. 2 days we dated. It was really cute for a first relationship. But when I was 10, I had my first relation with a girl. I wouldn't call it a date because that's not what it was. And by that, I think you can guess what relations with a girl meant. There was feely, touchy, kissy stuff going on. Yes, very young for that to happen, but when you live in a non-suburban area, that kind of sometimes happens. I was hanging out with the wrong crowd, and I probably still do, but whatever. Okay, after that, I knew that boys were not my only attraction. Um, so I guess I came out as bisexual. Um, I would I would play it off as I was a lesbian. I mean, I was still in denial, semi, so I just played off as a lesbian. I guess my family took it seriously, and they would mock me, make fun of me about it. They'd always call me lesbian, this and that. So I guess it was okay. I mean, I still wasn't to the point where I was so serious about it. Come to me being 13, I had another relations with a girl where it got more serious that time. I was cheated on, like she cheated on her girlfriend with me. I made a story about this, but I deleted it. During these entire times where I've had relations with girls multiple times, okay, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of like that person. I always knew something was wrong. It was semi missing. Okay, yes, I like girls, I like boys, I'm bisexual. I don't know. At that moment I didn't know. I would play it off, and then after that I kind of just played off as lesbian, as I didn't like boys, but I would notice myself liking this boy or thinking that boy was cute, but the feminine guys, okay, my mind's still a little bit hid more towards the feminine than the manly men or whatever. During my middle school years, I went through a lot. I mean, in my elementary school, I went through a lot of bullying for liking girls. I would got called names. I would get shunned. I would even got like semi beat up once, and just played off as nothing, as falling. I have been through a lot, and that was just in my elementary school days. Okay. In middle school, a little, being as in I was in a very ghetto school, it was a lot more open in this time. I feel like I was born in a very good time, because people are a lot more open now, and I'm very happy about that. But they're more accepting, they're more fine with it. But I would still get some childhood friends that are guys that I would hang out with, asking me, "Are you sure that you're only attracted to girls? You know, are you sure?" And they would keep asking me. I mean, this could be just a phase, I guess. I would be like, "No, I'm pretty attracted to girls. Okay, I would know. I would know. Okay, you probably haven't even had as much experience as I had with girls. Okay, just stop asking the fucking questions." And they would continuously mock me. Okay, childhood friends that I've known for years would keep saying, call me lesbian, and when I tried to share my chips with them or my food, they would throw it at me. Okay, 6th and 7th grade were not a very nice time. 8th grade wasn't much better, because that is when I finally figured out what I was, but lots of self-doubt. Okay, I was growing out my hair again because I had cut it before. I was finally losing a little bit of weight, and I'm glad that I did. But now for my feminine physique is why I want to lose more weight and exercise. But it still wasn't right. I don't feel like I mean, I didn't feel like I was bisexual or a lesbian, because I was attracted to everything. I mean, I didn't even care if sometimes found myself attracted to gays and sometimes transgender people. So I was like, what is this? Okay, I need to be able, for my mind, because my mental health is not the greatest. Okay, so I needed to help me myself. I needed to figure out what it was, and I felt like every time I looked in the mirror, I wasn't happy. I wasn't happy with my long hair. I wasn't happy with looking even semi-feminine, because I don't have that many feminine features. I looked like a guy. Okay, my face, I mean, like, look, if you saw a picture like this, you would think that's a guy, right? Yeah. And I felt happy about that sometimes, and I've always been happy about having semi-feminine features, manly features. But me, I was trying so hard to be a girl. I was wearing tight shirts, I was wearing like tight pants. I was trying to be the ideal of what a girl was. I was trying to grow out my hair and make it pretty. I was always trying so hard, and I'm like, why am I trying so hard for? What's the point? I'm not happy. I sometimes wouldn't even want to go to school, because all the work I had to put into to just trying was breaking me. And I felt like people just couldn't see that. And it's very hard. And And I'm very happy because I searched the internet. Thank you, internet. And I watched videos and I saw that people went through the same thing as me. And I guess I classify as a transgender male and I'm out. Because when I look in the mirror, or when in my head, I am a guy. I'm flat chested. I have short hair. But then when I would look in the mirror, I was a girl, and it just wasn't right. So I have body dysmorphia or something similar to that, where you're just not happy with your body. But I am a guy. Okay, mentally, completely, I am a guy. Physically, I know that I am a girl, and I am semi-fine with that. But I'm happy, okay? I am finally happy, completely happy that I can look into the mirror and I can see, and I won't be mad or sad or depressed like 20 minutes after because what I saw I wasn't happy with that. I still get sometimes depressed because of my chest, but I mean, there's only so much you can do, and finally I feel like it's not a phase and I'm not discussing it over and over again. This is what I am, and I'm happy. And it's not just a phase, people. It's not a phase because it doesn't feel like a phase. A tattoo isn't a phase that's going to go away after 2 years of having it. It's not a bruise. I'm not a bruise that's going to fade. This is what I am, and I am happy. So could you please stop saying it is, stop asking if this is what I am, and keep calling me a girl, because it's not what I am. It really isn't. I mean, sometimes I can act like a gay guy because I still have very feminine things that I do because I was raised as a girl for 14 years, people. But that is not what I am, and I'm happy. I'm very happy. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like if you want to. Comment if you want to. But I felt like I had to get this off my chest because even after I came out, I guess people didn't see that this wasn't one of those phases, and they would act like if it was, and they refused to call me by he, it, he, and him pronouns, and they make fun of me saying I'm not a real boy. I know I'm not a real boy because I have a fucking vagina, but could you at least go along with it for me? For me, you know, it's not for you, it's not to make you feel better, it's not for you, it's for me, because that's technically what this is, okay? Thank you so much for watching. I feel like I have to stop this video, otherwise it's going to be for 20 minutes and I won't be able to post that. Bye.